Hi, my Pisces people. Right, this is your reading, and it is just a general reading, past, present, and future, just to see where the lay of the land is for you guys at the moment. If there's a question in mind, please be thinking of it and see if this can give you any guidance or highlight any of your thoughts for some clarification or guidance or whatever you're looking for at this moment. Right, so before I sat down to press play, I pulled this card here. Well, it kind of just fell out as I was moving the deck, so I took it as yours. So I'm going to take it as a wee sort of guide as to the type of person that you might be. It's saying that you objectively observe circumstances and you release perceptions influenced by others. You can observe situations from a higher perspective, record your thoughts and observations without bias, and you release ambiguity and sort through the details and remain open to various opinions. So it looks like this is a good sense what type of person you are. You don't let other people's opinions sway you. You are very intuitive and you can perceive things as they are, and you're not clouded or judged or confused or swayed by other people's observations and opinions, because that's all they are, other people's opinions and observations. So might touch back in this later and see. It's a Zebra Jasper card. Oh, we've just got a one flipped over for you there. I'm just going to turn it. Oh, you get two out there. I'm going to give you them. Okay, and you've got one more for the future. So it looks like your past and present, there's maybe been a lot happening in the recent past and it's still continuing into your present, and that's why they popped out so quickly together. And oh, there's your last one there. I'll just flip that over there. Right, so I'm just going to see what's in the reverse of the deck there. So you've got the Two of Cups, which is lovely. So you may be in a nice harmonious relationship already, or that's something that's going to happen in the future, or the relationship you're in is going to get better. There we go. Right, so in your past, where once I turn them all over, I'll just I'll get a feel if it's your recent past or your kind of far past. So you've got the Five of Pentacles here. Sorry, my back's sore. You've got Five of Pentacles there, and that would suggest that in the past you have felt as if you've had to maybe scrimp and save and struggle for what you have, or you felt like you haven't had as much as what you deserve or you require. But a lot of the times with the Five of Pentacles, it's a sort of inner struggle rather than a material, physical struggle. It's a struggle that you have with your material worth or even your self-worth. So it could be to do with your self-worth. That came in because you obviously observe other people's behaviours and other people's actions, and that's maybe been something that you've been focusing on quite a lot, and it's caused you to question your own self and your own opinions and your own position maybe, but you do it all with the highest sort of perfection, and perfection is not the right word, because you are very astute, if that's the right word. You're very conscious of what you say, and you construct what you say, you plan it meticulously, you research it, you make sure everything's accountable for. So maybe this is what you're applying to yourself a bit too often. You've been a bit too critical of yourself and your situation and your position that you're in at the moment. Maybe you're questioning if you've done enough, or if you're able to do enough even. Questioning the path that you're on, maybe. I don't think so. I don't think that's what it is, because I feel like you might not even really have a set path, because you're open to everything. You're open to any the opportunities that might come. You're open to other people's opinions. You definitely, you're not really set in stone. Well, that would go in with the Pisces actually, wouldn't it? You're not really set in stone. You kind of go with the flow. You go with whatever's best or what you see is best for the situation, but it's thoroughly researched. It's not, you're not impulsive. You don't, it's not anything like that. You observe. See, like these fish that I drew earlier for you, so that I could sort of meditate a wee bit before I did this reading. It looks like you've got eyes all over the place. They're looking from every angle. You've got a wee, you're safe and secure and protected, because that's what the scaly fish do. And it looks like you're open for things to be coming in and receiving things from all directions, and you're open to also changing directions and paths and go whatever way the water flows or whatever the way it takes you. So let's see if there's anything else here. Yeah, that's maybe what it is. It says guidance and information flows through me, and I'm discerning, objective and practical in all areas of my life. So maybe because maybe you're not being perceived the way that you would like, or the way that you are trying to be perceived. People are misreading you or something, and that's making you feel as if you're left out in the cold, because in some of the other decks there is, it would give the suggestion that you are left out in the cold, or people are rejecting you in some way. That's the past. Let's see what's happening in the present. Ooh, you have the Tower, and it came out in, right, so maybe you got a breakthrough, or you're feeling destructive in a sense, but you're destroying something that you're not destroying anything. Sorry, that sense that you're, you are, what you're doing is you're reconstructing. You're taking things down and stripping things down, which is explained here in the Journalist card and the Zebra Jasper card, that you've thought about everything from all angles and every aspect. You've seen everything from, you've observed everything from all the angles, and you've now came to a conclusion that something needs to be reworked and rebuilt. Something needs to be, the tower needs to be taken down so that it can be rebuilt stronger. And you have thoroughly researched it, and you can see this is you with a higher perspective. This is you with a higher perspective, now looking and observing your surroundings, your life, the people that surround you, and you're destroying it, letting go what needs to be let go, and focusing on releasing ambiguity, because almost like the tower was a bit ambiguous as to what the function was or what the purpose of it was. So the building serves no purpose anymore, so you are restructuring it to fit your new purpose. But because the Tower card is about an almost, sometimes it's an unavoidable event that happens that sort of knocks you off your feet in a sense, and you then have to rebuild from it. So if something's going to fall or break or crumble, like a tower, if it crumbles, it's obviously not fit for purpose, and it's not, that sounds harsh, it's, the foundations are a bit rocky. Maybe the foundations were built on slightly, not rotten soil, but soil that wasn't strong enough to handle it wasn't strong enough to handle what is in the future for you, because, or maybe even it's served its time. Maybe whatever you've created and built and done in the past, and the attitudes you've had in the past, your attitudes towards what you have, because it's Pentacles, it's about your security and about your value and your self-worth and what you have. So maybe you're reconsidering something, or something has happened, has been something, fate has intervened and circumstances out of your control have caused you to have to reevaluate and change everything, or it might seem like everything. So in the present you are rebuilding. I think you're rebuilding and refocusing on right, sorry about that. The cat was wanting in, the dog was going mental. Right, so where were we? Right, so I'm still thinking these two, because they came out at the same time, I'm still thinking they're really, really linked. They're almost like your disaster moment, your tower moment, a bolt out of the blue, a total change in your circumstances, fate would have it, something, well, right currently this time it's 2021, so it would have been in your most recent past is 2020, so maybe the corona and the lockdown had a really heavy impact on you, and it changed your life, so changed your day-to-day life, and it was a struggle, and you maybe, and still that's why it's in the present, because you still feel like you're maybe not coming out yet if you're watching it in the present. If you're not watching it round about the years I just mentioned there, it's something that has happened that's been, and I think it's happened recently. I don't think it's anything, I don't think it's anything that, maybe it's something that's you've been struggling with for a long time before it really impacted, but it looks like you've actioned it. It looks like you've actioned it, and just because it's the sun that's sending down the lightning bolt, I mean, it's almost like fate's done this to you for a reason, and that is what the tower's all about, because the foundations that you were working from weren't working for you. So, or it could be that it's now gave you a realisation or a new way of working. Apologies. Shh. Thank you. Or a new way of working with things, because you've had to adapt and change, and it's been a hard struggle, but I feel like you've learned a lot from it, and because that's the type of person you are, you're resilient, you just research the information and use what you've got to create your story, whatever, because that's what journalists does, isn't it? The wee bit of information or whatever wee snippet of juicy gossip or anything that they get, they make it the most out of it that they possibly could, to get the story across, or to make it a story that somebody would want to read. Anyway, now I'm going to flip over, so I think this is more your current present. I'm actually going to do 5 cards, I think, for you guys, because it seems like your past and your present is really heavily linked and been a big thing, and it might still be kind of happening, but you are going into the 8 of Pentacles, which is your abundance card. So you, after all this and all your struggles and all your, whatever the struggles were, whether they were mental struggles, financial struggles, whatever it was, it affected you probably across the board, because it's a tower, regardless whether it's emotions or thoughts or feelings, or, well, that is emotions, thoughts, or what you have. It's something that has gone for a reason, and or it's come to you for a reason, so that you can learn to appreciate and work with what you've got, so that you can realise that you have everything that you need, and you're supported and you're secure, and regardless of whatever life's going to throw at you, you're going to pull through, and you're going to thrive, you're going to bloom, you're going to fruit, you're going to have things to give, you're going to, like, that could be knowledge, it's also, it could be anything. It's just about having things. And the 8s are also quite quick, so whatever, you've maybe put lots of work into this, and it's been a long struggle, but the good stuff's going to happen, and it's going to happen quickly. I think you're not going to I don't think you're going to have to wait too long for it at all. I'm just going to, sorry, I'm trying to remember which cards I used. Right, just going to pull a couple more to see for your past, but things are looking pretty good, because it's also like, if money worries have been, not even so much money worries, you don't necessarily need to not have money to worry about money. Sometimes having money is something, because it's something you have to think about all the time, and therefore just putting extra effort and energy into thinking about it. Oh, there we go. Yay, the Fool next into your recent future, your near future, sorry. Yay, the Fool. So yeah, whatever it is it's a, oh, my lights just went out. The dog sat in the switch. Hang on a minute. Jeez, well, right, so the Fool is all about new beginnings, taking risks, the joyfulness of life, and this is what you're moving into after a time of maybe feeling a wee bit pressured, or a wee bit, things were a wee bit tight. You're moving into a place where, well, I suppose after dealing with things for so long, and things being, if you felt you've been tightening the belt a wee bit, and the purse strings have been or the purse has been feeling a wee bit empty lately, that is going to change, and you are going to have a wee bit more money than you had before, and you're going to be able to use it for nice wee luxuries, or you're going to, because you're coming into a new place and a new, not necessarily a new house or anything like that, a new place, a new way of being and a new way of thinking. This is going to let you sort of get in touch with your inner child again and play the Fool. Well, not necessarily play the Fool, maybe you like playing the Fool, I don't know, but the Fool is beginnings. There is countless opportunities, and it's a new beginning, because you're maybe going back to your new life that you're building. This is it, you're moving into your new life that you're building, your new way of being, your new way of seeing things. This is what you're moving into. And let's just see what else we have here. It's all about wonder, so maybe you're looking at things with a new sense of wonder. Oh, we've just got some extra cards here for it. So that's your near future. It's looking fantastic. Getting in with the Fool, and then the Fool is walking straight into the Wish card. So this young Fool is coming out of some hard times, but learned their lessons, because that's the cycle complete. Learned their lessons, they've moved on, they have now come into a place where they know what they have, and even if it's not a lot, you know what you have and you value it, and you really, really appreciate it because you worked hard for it, and you are now taking whatever you have and you're taking what you value with you, and your wishes and desires are going to come true, because this is the Wish card. So this is fulfillment and being able to, and you're just going to feel so emotionally content and emotionally at peace, because you've went through the struggles and you've now built a sound foundation for a solid foundation for you to be able to start your new journey and move into this 9 of Cups area where you're just feeling absolutely totally fulfilled. And no wonder you fully wonder. Sorry, laughing at my own stupid words. So no, it makes absolute sense that you would be quite happily and cheerily taking the risk to jump into that. So I think if there is something that you're wanting to do, or something you've been thinking about, go for it, do it, because it's all good. It's looking like it's going to come up for you. Well, what the book says is, I can't remember what it says. It usually says something about your greatest desire will be fulfilled or something along those lines. It'll become reality, and it's a great time for relationships and your friends, because it looks like you've done a lot of work and you've maybe felt as if you've been away from them for a while, so you're going to reconnect with people, and it's going to be very easy and very easy flowing, funnily enough, for the fish, which is, and you're not going to feel weary or like you're anything like that. You're going to be happy to connect with people. And there's also good news about any intimate sorry, I'm going to stop playing with that. Good relationships and intimacy and things, is any intimacy or closeness, friendships, is just going to get stronger and get better. And also, if you've had any health issues, I would say they are going to improve. You might get assistance with that, and that's what the Two of Cups is. But you aren't the Two of Cups, yeah, because that's, you're going to get assistance in your health matters. It's going to make you feel better on all levels, not just physically, mentally, emotionally, and just everything's just going to be great. I think I'm just going to see what else has popped out here. I've been holding this card for a wee while here. It's King of Cups, exactly. So you're starting your new journey, but because you've done all the work and all the hard work before, and you've got good foundations, and you've laid the groundwork, you can now walk that path that you've built, because you've walked it before, but this time you're going to walk it with fresh, joyful eyes that are going to let you see that your wishes can become reality and dreams can come true, because you put the effort and the work in, because you're no shy of putting the work in that's required to get there, because you've had your disasters, you've had your fate intervening, causing Lord knows whatever happened. But sometimes it can be quite traumatic. Other times it's just a bolt out of the blue that's an actual genuine breakthrough. Now eventually tough times you can look back at them as if it was a breakthrough, but it takes time to get to that stage. But it looks like you're going to get to that stage, because the King of Cups is somebody that's very admired, looked up to, and they are just somebody that's totally secure. They know themselves, they know their place in the world, and they are happy to communicate with people, and it's all linked in with your fishes here. Pisces, I like the fact this reading's totally linked up. It's all about the emotions, because these are very emotion driven creatures, and it's great to see that it's a good place. Whatever's happened, you're strong enough to be able to learn from it and move through it, and move through the tough currents and go wherever the river takes you, because, or wherever the water takes you, whatever your water may be, you're moving on to a new, more happy and emotionally stable and fulfilling place. And you're the king, and you've got the Magician here as well. Now the only thing is, the Magician came out there reversed, so it just means you need to get more in tune with your own intuition and your own skills, and trust your own strengths and your abilities, because you're one of the lucky people that have all the skills and all the right sort of measures and all the correct ingredients to create success, or to manifest and do whatever you want, because again, you can work, and you know the pitfalls, you know traps, you do research, you are on the ball, and you're quick, and there's something kind of magical about you, I think, and you're now realising that magic, and you're going forth into the world with that magic to drink from all your many cups that you have worked so hard to get. And on the reverse of the deck, wouldn't you believe it, the Emperor. So you've got the Emperor there. So if you, King of Cups and the Emperor, and you're the Magician, I think, yeah, these are all you. These are all you. You are totally coming into balance with your emotions and what you need to rule those emotions and to combat anything that is in your coming into your sort of direction, coming in your direction, because you've got your defense, you've just got everything, you've got your wand. See, again, he's got all the utensils and all the tools that he needs. He's got all the tools that he needs, and the King of Cups has the complete control and composure and the wiseness. And I don't know if that sounds right, but you know the score, and you know how to go forward, and you are going to go forward into great joy and abundance and happiness and all the good stuff. I'm just going to do, sorry, I'm feeling quite overwhelmed here. I've just got mushies and stuff like that. I think it's the incense actually wafting straight into my face. So give me one more card from my lovely Pisces people. Can I have one more wee card, a message? Oh, we've got lots. Let's see. I'm just going to do it this way. Spiritual self, what you feel, what you think, and the heart of the matter. So the heart of the matter is that you, and it's sat right above the Magician there, you manifest multiple opportunities. So you know what your aim is and your goal is. You've got your arrow in hand, your bow and arrow in hand, and you're aiming. You've got all your wands. You've got your, sorry, you've got your bow and arrow, and you have your target in sight, and you are just firing. So, or maybe that's what you've been doing. That's the heart of the matter. Maybe, yeah, you've got lots of ideas, and you're just trying to pick which one you're wanting to focus on, so that you can move forward, because you've got the Seven of Pentacles here. I'm just trying to see where it's landed, and that's what you're feeling. So you're sorry, what you're thinking. Yeah, good. So if you keep out of the Five of Pentacles, we're focusing, don't focus on what you don't have, focus on what you have, basically. Don't focus on what you don't have, focus on what you have. Your spiritual self is, you're now free of your struggles and your, because the devil talks about addictions, and you're now in a more playful zone because the Fool's here. So you're being more playful because you're leaving behind whatever it was, all the mental struggles, the financial struggles, the worries, the anxiety, whatever it was that's been getting to you and getting you down. You're leaving that behind, and you are coming out laughing with a slightly more playful attitude towards life, which is going to benefit you, because it's going to help you basically get through each day in a sort of calm, collected and intuitive and insightful manner, in which all you Pisces guys do. He's absolutely rocket. These are great for the advice and the tuning in with people's emotions and just being super what's the word, just super connected and able to channel with people and know what they want and know what's the best thing to say to them. And I guess that's why the journalist came up here, because you are very good at giving advice, and you should maybe take your own advice sometimes, which we all should do. See, also the Knight of Cups is sitting Prince Charming, so maybe if you are not the Prince Charming, or you have a Prince Charming coming into your life, there is a message of love or something that's going to give you emotional stability is coming to you, and that's what you're thinking about, or this is what you're thinking, that your ideas and your opportunities and whatever it is you're going to do, whatever you've been thinking about, whatever you're thinking of actioning, or whatever change you're thinking of making, whatever decision you're going to make, it's going to eventually lead to your emotional stability and satisfaction and just general good stuff. And on the reverse of this deck here again, you've got the Ten of Pentacles, so it's all looking super hunky-dory in the finances and business and security and just everything that you need to get by. The food you eat, the air you breathe, the roof over your head, everything is going to be all right, and you're going to be secure and happy, and you are going to be supported, and you don't even really need support because you have the magic gift and the skills to get you through on your new journey, which is going to be a happy, joyous, awesome journey. So thanks guys, hope that helped.